Hey everybody, the auction is over. Any guesses how many we rescued? 35. 35 horses saved tonight thanks to support from people just like you. And we could still use your support. The auction receipt, which is going to get posted here soon, was almost $18,000. And just want to tell you a little bit about some of the 35 that we rescued. If you watched my live feed a little earlier, we rescued 4 Belgiums tonight, which is the most Belgiums I believe we've ever rescued at one auction rescue. I'm so happy for that because Belgiums are amazing horses. All horses are amazing, but Belgiums they're so big. They're so gentle. They typically love people, and they're just so powerful and just huge. When like Tawny will stand next to a Belgium and she doesn't even come to its chin, it's like, well, that's a big horse. So anyway, the auction's over. We were able to save 35. No, we didn't save any dapple grays tonight that I know of. But we saved just about every other color I think there is. We saved, this one. So it is a little gray. I don't think it's a dapple gray. It's a little gray, whitish, mini, bigger than a mini. It's a pony. And I was walking back to find the rest of our team after paying for everything. And I walked past the pen where they put a lot of them, and it was in a little pen by itself off on the side. And the poor little horse was just holding its foot up because it's in too much pain. This was actually the last horse that we bought tonight and rescued. And it came through the auction ring on 3 legs. It literally couldn't put a single bit of weight on its one front left hoof. I don't know exactly what's wrong with it, whether it's severe founder, broken, a nail through the hoof. I don't know what's wrong with it exactly. Jenna's actually taking care of it right now while I'm on here with you guys. And I wish I could just walk around and show you guys. Unfortunately, at the auction, under the interior of the outside barns, there's not enough internet to do a live feed. And if I started walking back there, just cut off and I wouldn't be able to show you guys anything anyway. But Jenna's, she's a licensed veterinarian technician. She's taking care of the little gray one and all the other ones that need help that we rescued immediately for pain management. We got somebody asked, hold on, let me scroll up here. What is the theme for names this month? I have actually no idea. I didn't hear that talked about in the office, so I actually don't know what the theme is this month. But thanks, Leah. It is amazing. And we couldn't be amazing and do this rescue without people donating. Thank you guys so much for the stars and the donations. Leprechaun names, I don't know that I know any leprechaun names, but that's why it's up to Facebook. So we're going to have a theme, I'm sure. I don't know exactly what that theme is. So for everybody who's just joined us, we rescued a lot of horses tonight. And I can't thank you guys enough. 35 precious lives saved at one auction. We didn't do any special fundraising for this one, and I'm going to start sounding like a broken record, and I'm not trying to ask you guys to dig deeper than you can, but at almost $18,000 just to save their lives, that's not counting a month of quarantine, we need some help. So if you can, just hit that donate button. If you're watching this later, your donate button's still going to help. It sounds like they finally stopped auctioning off the chickens and ducks. They actually have a chicken and duck auction attached to the horse auction, and they auction off just about anything. I don't know. Can you guys hear that? The donkey that's going on? He's somewhere that direction. Hopefully you can hear the donkey. I'm not sure if that's one of ours or not. We rescued 10 donkeys, I think it is. So what is founder? Founder is a metabolic condition, and I'm not the medical person, so I probably shouldn't be answering this, but founder is a metabolic condition where one of the bones, it's the coffin bone, down in the horse's hoof starts rotating to, basically the easiest way to explain it is if your toes rotated to where you had to stand on your tippy toes all the time. It's that painful. And if it goes long enough and untreated, it actually comes through the hoof, and it's just horrible. That's basically the layman's term for what founder is. So I do have something very interesting. 999 stars. Wow, so close to 1,000. I was working in the office getting them paid, and they wanted to show me. They're like, guess how much money you guys have spent at our auction since 2015. So going on 7 years. August of 2015 was when we first came to this auction. So I want to ask you guys, type out in the comment how much you think we've spent. Now, this isn't all that we've spent here. We've also done covert auctions, and we did use another bidder number for a little bit. But how much money do you think we've spent at this auction saving horses in the last 7 years? I'll wait for some guesses to come in before I tell you guys. If we have any long ear fans, we rescued a lot of donkeys. Millions, well, not millions, but close. Big comment here. I'm surprised I'm surprised they sell chicken and duck auctions because there's chicken flu. Yeah, well, like 1 million. Well, not quite, 700,000. All right, y'all are thinking a little bit higher. We've spent $425,000 here at this auction. 100 million? Well, we're not 100 million, but 425,000. I was pretty blown away by that because that's a lot of money. But we've also saved a ton of horses, and tonight, thanks to your support, we were able to save 35 amazing, amazing lives. So just want to thank you guys so much. Can't wait to show you all of them. I'm sure Tawny's going to want to get up a video tonight on YouTube and Facebook that shows some of the animals that we saved, and so I'm going to get busy on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a great night. 35 horses rescued, 4 Belgiums, like 10 donkeys, miniature mules, regular horses, a big lick stallion straight from the show barn. It's going to be very, very interesting. Live assessment. We're going to do everything we can to do a live assessment tomorrow morning, which, since it's probably going to take 3 or 4 hours, phone batteries might start dying. We're going to have to see how that goes. But thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the work we do, and for being the horse's hero and donating to make this possible. Thank y'all. Love you guys. Have a great night.
I hope you enjoyed this update from Jason. The team is going to be getting all those horses settled. There's some really critical ones. I'm back here at the hotel fundraising. And while I was fundraising, I ran into a video I made several years ago from what it's like from my perspective going to these auctions and rescuing horses. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that on the end of this video for you all to watch. And you know, it's the reality of rescuing horses out of the slaughter pipeline. So hope you enjoy it, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and support the work we do. So here's the video I made a couple years ago, but nothing's changed. Horses are still being sent to slaughter.
Every month we try to rescue as many horses from auction as possible. Without us, these horses would be shipped to slaughter. The horses we find at auctions are very sad, dumped by their owners without a thought to their future. My name is Tawny Preisner. I'm founder of Plus Humane Society. I want to share my story. When I was a little girl, I loved animals, and especially horses, but as I got older, I realized horses needed to be rescued. When I was 19 years old, I began going to auctions and saving as many horses as I could on a very limited budget. That's when Plus Humane Society was founded, when I was only 19 years old. I knew these horses being sold at auction were going to slaughter. When I was growing up, my neighbor was a kill buyer and shipped horses to slaughter. I made it my goal to save as many horses as I could from that horrible fate. I knew I couldn't save them all, but for the ones I could save, it would make a world of difference to them. I began to save a lot of horses from auctions. The things I saw at auctions hurt my heart in so many ways. So many abused, neglected horses, I had to do something for them. I had to save them. Sitting there and so many auctions watching kill buyers buy horses just broke my heart. The conditions of the auctions were also horrific for the most part. Some pens even having open nails for horses to step on. The kill buyers' trailers were always waiting, and the auctioneers were always rattling off, selling the horses. The kill buyers weren't the nicest people, and so many of the horses were injured in the process. This horse was young, had never been tied, and their owners drug it into the trailer and kicked its back legs to get into the trailer. I knew I had to save as many of these horses as I could. One time, pulling into an auction to load up horses I had saved, this poor horse was trying to be loaded. She didn't know how to lead. She ended up collapsing on the ground. They kicked her, they beat her. It was just so painful to watch. And finally they didn't know what to do, and she was collapsed on the ground, and I bought her for $50 on the ground and saved her, and she's a wonderful horse now. Over the course of all these years rescuing horses, I've seen so many horrible things that have happened to horses. It just hurts my heart, and sometimes I can't take it.
I hate seeing horses suffer like this. I hate seeing any animal suffer. But he shouldn't have had to go through that. He just...
When I'm all alone, I just have to let it out sometimes. But whenever I look into the eyes of the horses that we're trying to save, I know I'm doing the right thing. I have to save them. Who else will if I don't? Their owners dumping them at auctions just because they're too skinny or they're too old. I can't let that happen and just turn a blind eye and not save them. But it takes a lot of money.
They're going to slaughter right now. Those ones loading up in that trailer right now. It's really sad. And some people, like, I hear that, those horses loading up onto the killer truck. I hear that every time I go to these auctions, and it's heartbreaking because I could have saved them if there was more donations. And I have people say, oh, if I would have known, I would have donated. Every time I go to auctions like this, there's horses that load onto these trucks, and it's devastating. I can't save them all, but with donations I can sure save a lot more.
Some people want to say that slaughter doesn't happen. I've looked into the slaughter trucks. I have seen the dying horses that are getting trampled in these trailers. Slaughter is alive and well. It's just not happening in the United States. They're being exported out, and it's cruel and a horrible process. This horse died in my arms. I was able to save him, and the only thing I could do was let him pass away in my arms. It's horrible what happens to our horses in the United States. So please, help me. I need your help to save these horses. Every month, every week, they're sold at auctions, and with your help, we can save them. But I can't do it alone. Please, make a donation now.